Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today, and this week sees the release of the horror comedy sequel Zombieland Double Tap hitting store shelves, along with the animated family adventure The Addams Family, the horror thriller Countdown, and Blue Underground is releasing a 3-disc limited edition of Lucio Fulci's 1981 horror film House by the Cemetery, plus much, much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. Alright guys, we are in a Walmart here under the new releases, and I don't know what to say, guys, because they have none of the new releases out this week. Countdown, Zombieland Double Tap, Addams Family, any of the indie titles, they have none of it, dude. Look at this. All of it's from last week. There's no tags for any of the new stuff at all. It's all the same stuff, man. I mean, the only thing new I'm seeing over here is they have the complete series of Krypton for $34.96, which looks cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. They also have the second and final season of Krypton that we didn't see over here last week as well. So they do have this, but they have nothing else, man. They have no other new movies whatsoever. Nothing. All of the same indie titles. All of the same new releases. Yeah. I mean, okay, they have MacGyver Season 3. Big Little Lies over here. But, yeah, that's it. Oh my God, guys. Like, this is Tuesday, right? Like, I'm not like daydreaming or anything. This is Tuesday. I'm just completely shocked, dude. Like, they have nothing new out whatsoever. It's the same stuff. Wow. I'm baffled, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really baffled here. Yeah, so maybe we'll check back later, but for the meantime, Walmart's got zip. I truly am at a loss for words, guys. I mean it. Like, they have nothing new out for this week. Nothing at all. There's only one of two possibilities. One is that the truck is late and they didn't get any stock in, but the third-party vendor tells me that they get the next week's releases a week early. So how could they not have anything? Or that the third-party vendor has not come here yet, or the Walmart employees have just been too lazy and not put any of the stock out themselves. This is really shocking to me, guys. This is really shocking indeed. I like coming in here to Walmart. I like seeing all the cool releases that they have, but like, this is midday right now. This is midday. This stock should be out right now. This should be out for everybody to enjoy, not just for me to film, but for everybody to pick up if they want to get it. Walmart has nothing here, man. We may check back here later, but yeah, consider me really shocked by this, guys. I can't say whether you guys liked it or not because there's nothing really to show here. We'll head to the second location and hopefully they have something to show. Let's hope. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target. And it can only go from here, guys. I swear. Trust me, because what we experienced at Walmart is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm still stunned by it. I'm at a loss. I just don't understand, man. And it's not like this is a slow release week. This is a pretty packed release week, guys. So it's not like there's not a lot to show off, because there's a good amount of stuff to show off. And even if Walmart didn't have all of the selection of variety of titles, let's say they didn't, you would think they would still have Zombieland Double Tap, maybe the Addams Family, considering it's a family thing, plus a couple other stuff. I mean, you would think, but they have nothing. Now, I know what some of you guys are going to say. You guys are going to say, well, hey, there's other Walmarts out there. They probably have other stock, and you're not wrong. However, if you guys have watched enough of the Out and Abouts over the years, you know that I have been kicked out of Walmarts before. Do I want a chance getting kicked out of Walmarts again? I don't know if I really want to. I mean, that Walmart that I go to is usually very good, man. They usually have a lot of really great stock. But this time just was a big whiff. I mean, we'll go back there maybe in a few hours, see if they have more stuff, but damn, that's really sad, man. That's really sad in a big bad way. But maybe it's a good thing because maybe Walmart and Best Buy, maybe they can capitalize, man. I mean, even if we find one new title here at Target, it's a hell of a lot better than what we found over at Walmart, guys. Believe you me. So let's go into Target. Hopefully they'll surprise us in a good way. Again, anything is better than nothing. Let's go in. Check it out. All right, guys, we are in a Target here, and look, they have a lot of new releases to show off. You see, this is what happens when employees actually do their job. Just saying, guys. The first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital of Zombieland Double Tap for $29.99. The Blu-ray DVD digital for $19.99. And the DVD digital for $17.99. I'm not seeing any exclusives over here for Zombieland Double Tap, so I'm assuming they don't really have any exclusives here for this movie, unfortunately. But Bob and I did a spoiler review on Zombieland Double Tap. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put a link down below in the description if you guys want to hear our full and complete thoughts on the movie. And we were looking forward to the movie. We liked the trailers. It was cool seeing the gang back. And we thought, okay, it's interesting. You know, we love zombie movies. We love that first Zombieland. And if you really think about it, back in 2009 when that first movie came out, nobody was really sort of thinking it was going to be great. I remember people saying it was going to be sort of a lame American ripoff of Shaun of the Dead. And I heard so many things. And it ended up being very cool. And even though it was a big studio zombie movie, it ended up being very unique and interesting with great characters and great zombie action, cool blood and gore. It really worked. I really liked it a lot, and I know a lot of people did. And then you wait 10 years and you do this, and I know this was highly anticipated. Overall, I think Bob and I were really disappointed by the movie, to be honest with you. We really honestly were. It's not that the movie's outright terrible, but it felt like they were trying to do the same shtick that they did 10 years ago. They weren't really bringing a lot of things new or interesting to the table. It just felt like sort of been there, done that. It was done better 10 years ago than it was now. The chemistry, I don't think, was there as good as it was 10 years ago. I think some of the characters got shortchanged in a big bad way, like Abigail Breslin's character barely had anything to do here. Some of the other people here, like Emma Stone, really felt like they were just tacked on for the sake of tacked on. Some of the other interesting actors were in here. I thought Zoe Deutsch did a really great job as Madison. I thought she was funny here. I thought Woody Harrelson still kills it in the role. He's great here. But outside of that, I thought it was lame attempts at comedy. I thought the zombie action was not as good as that first film. I just felt like they were trying to replicate everything from the last movie. And I wanted them to do something better, something unique and different. But this tried to do the same stuff, and it just felt like been there, done that, and it felt like it was just a better done 10 years ago than it was now. I was glad they tried it, but it felt a little too late to me. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think of Zombieland Double Tap, but not what I wanted, man. I was kind of disappointed with it. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Black and Blue for $19.99, the DVD for $17.99 right here. And I got a chance to catch this on Amazon Prime, and I wanted to sort of catch it because it looked kind of interesting, sort of cop drama. And honestly, the movie didn't really disappoint me. I really liked it. I thought it was a very gritty sort of good cop, bad cop sort of thriller in a lot of ways. Naomi Harris was really good here. Tyrese Gibson was as well. And it really reminded me of a movie like Training Day or something, where sort of the rookie cop is fighting corruption and people are after her and she has to end up sort of trying to right the wrongs and expose these people and dealing with the gangs and everything. I really liked it quite a bit, man. I thought it was really good. I don't know really what I was expecting though. I mean, I thought it would be interesting, but sometimes some of these movies that go straight to DVD and Blu-ray, they're not always the greatest. But this one honestly surprised me, man. It really did. If you're interested in a good sort of bad cop, good cop sort of drama, something like Training Day, then definitely give this one a look, guys. It's actually not bad, man. I would definitely recommend this one for sure, man. Yeah, definitely give it a chance. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray DVD digital of Countdown for $22.99 right here. Death? There's an app for that. Okay, so I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime. Now, I actually was going to watch this in the theaters with my mother, and for some reason I decided against it. I saw so many really bad reviews on the movie, and everyone told me that it was such a piece of shit that I ended up deciding against it. I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to watch this thing, man. I'm not going to suffer through this. I'll just wait till it hits on DVD and Blu-ray, and thank the Lord that I did, man, because this movie is a horror garbage, dude. It really is. It's pretty bad, man. I mean, it brings nothing new to the table other than the whole idea of an app that kills you, but okay, fine, I guess, but it just didn't do anything for me, man. It really didn't. It was just a lame attempt at horror. I thought the characters were really bland and lifeless, stupid subplots, stupid decisions being made. I mean, why would you download an app that tells you when you're gonna die? I mean, why? What? I mean, I guess maybe morbid curiosity, but that's stupid. You're just putting an app on your phone for the sake of putting an app on your phone that supposedly says your death. I mean, it came true. But it was the whole thing of demonic entities and everything. Oh God, it's so garbage, man. It's really terrible. I really did not like this movie. It wasn't insulting, more or less, than it was just really a waste of time for a movie. And I really cannot recommend this one, guys. I cannot, man. Stay far away from Countdown. It is really pitiful. Truly, man. Stay the hell away from it. You will thank me, guys, really. It's just so asinine, dude. Really, really bad, man. Stay far away from it. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD digital of I See You for $12.99. Now, I actually got a chance to watch this one on Amazon Prime, and the reason why I wanted to watch this was Helen Hunt. Hadn't seen Helen Hunt in a movie in quite a long time, and so I was like, okay, the premise is interesting. I like her as an actress. I'm going to give her a chance on this one. And I liked it. I don't know whether I loved this movie, but I did really enjoy it, man. What I will say about this is that it takes place in sort of two sort of storylines. One from the family perspective and one from these people who are maybe causing the mayhem. It's basically about this family that has been torn apart by this mother's affair, and that they're no longer really connected as a family anymore, and something's going on. There's these kidnappings of these kids. All the while, there's sort of strange stuff going on in the house, and they don't really know whether it's like somebody playing a prank on them or whether it's some sort of like entity that maybe is in the house. Some very interesting stuff here, man. But I got to admit, I really did like it. I will admit, the movie is very slow-paced, and at times you're kind of confused as to what's going on. But I really did like the acting in here quite a bit, especially from Helen Hunt. I thought she did a really good job here. And when you finally get the explanation of what's going on, it is very interesting. Like I said, I like the movie. I don't know if I loved it. I enjoyed watching it. I liked sort of the back and forth and how it sort of changed your expectations. And it would be interesting to watch the movie again, knowing what I know now about the movie. But it's sort of an interesting sort of kidnapping thriller, sort of a peeping Tom type of drama. Very interesting movie. Definitely give it a chance, guys. I would say at least it's worth a one-time watch for sure, man. Definitely give it a go. I don't think you're really going to be disappointed by it. I think you may have mixed feelings about it, but I think overall it's definitely worth it to at least check this one out, man. And then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot for $17.99. I'm actually really shocked to see this here because I wasn't expecting every store to get in this movie because it's kind of interesting because I wanted to check this out in the movie theater. The problem is that they did this Fathom Events screening of the movie, and it was only like a 1 or 2 day event, and then that's it, and then it left theaters. And I was really sort of ticked off by that because I was like, well, damn, why didn't they try to release it a little bit better than just a couple days in the theater, man? I mean, I would have liked to have checked it out, but I finally got a chance to check it out on Amazon Prime, thankfully. But I really do love the Jay and Silent Bob character, and I fell in love with them ever since the first Clerks movie, which I loved. And that first Clerks movie is really tremendous, and I've just followed those characters throughout all of the journey that they've had in the View Askew universe, whether it's, Clerks or Chasing Amy, Mallrats, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and all of the stuff that they've done, man. And I've really just loved the journey of those characters as they've gotten older and they've, sort of been their wacky selves. I've kind of enjoyed it. So I was really looking forward to another sort of chance to dive into that world again. And I have to admit that watching this movie, God, I'm so sad to say this, man. I really didn't like this movie, dude. I really didn't. And I didn't hate it, but this was really embarrassing for Kevin Smith as a director, for Jason Mewes, for the characters here. It really is just not a good movie, dude. It really is not. It's very ham-fisted. I think that the comedy here is really forced and very lame. It's basically just one cameo after another of Kevin Smith's friends and people he's worked with just, hey, how about you come do a movie with us? And some of the cameos are good, others are groan-worthy, others just go by in the blink of an eye, and you wonder what was the purpose of that to begin with. They also try to do this sort of schmaltzy story of, Jay sort of having a daughter and sort of him learning a lesson about being a parent and loving somebody, and it comes across really terrible, and it does not work, and it just... The movie, unfortunately, feels really sort of ridiculous. And I know the Jay and Silent Bob characters are ridiculous anyways, especially if you've seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They're really far ridiculous. But for some reason, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, that movie works, man. This one feels just almost like they're trying to do something from back in the day. They're trying to recapture the magic, and it doesn't quite work, man. I don't know whether Kevin Smith has changed as a filmmaker and a person, and Jay Mewes has, and they've grown up, and they've sort of gotten away from playing these characters, and trying to come back feels like they're missing a beat. But it really felt very bad, guys. I hate to say it. So honestly, for me, I'm really disappointed in this movie, man. Really disappointed. They went back to the well and they tried, and give them credit for it, but I just didn't like this. I really didn't. And on top of that, like I said, I really like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and that movie's ridiculous, but for some reason, I think the characters are handled better in that movie. I like the story better. I just like that overall, and that's a movie that Bob and I love. Like Bob and I reference that movie constantly. Bob ends up always talking about, dude, I filled the cup. Like we talk about that movie all the time, dude. So we like that stuff. We like Jay and Silent Bob, but this movie, man, dude, it really is very terrible, dude, and it really just shits on the Jay and Silent Bob stuff. I mean, they tried to make a joke of the whole reboot remake thing, but yet they're doing the same thing, and the Blunt Man and Chronic stuff is lame, and then them going to the Chronic Con, and there was an idea here, there was something they wanted to do, but god damn it, this movie is so terrible, dude. And Kevin Smith really fails at this film, and it really is a shame for those characters whom I love so goddamn much, man. To get to Hollywood, they're gonna take the high road, but this movie is on the low road, guys. And here's another thing too, something that really pisses me off. Why does Kevin Smith have to put his daughter in every goddamn movie he's in now? Why? Why does he have to do it? What's the point? Like, he puts her in everything. It's like Rob Zombie doing the same thing with his wife. Like, why? Just to get her work? If she's an actress and she can't get work on her own, then there's a problem. Just saying. Like, that's starting to irritate me too. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think of this, but man, I'm supremely disappointed in this one, guys. I really am. Such a damn shame. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray DVD digital of The Addams Family for $22.99, the DVD for $17.99, and I got a chance to catch this one on Amazon Prime, guys, and I got to admit, I was unsure about this movie. I really wanted to check it out because I like the Addams Family. I like that the family dynamic here. I like the characters. I think they're really fun and kooky, and it really is sort of a unique take on a family dynamic, sort of being dark and goth, and it's kind of cool, man. I've always enjoyed them. I just didn't know how it would be in animated form, but I really loved it, though, guys. I thought this was a really fantastic movie, man. I really did. I love the animation here. I think the characters are still the same type of kooky, weird, and strange characters, just in animation form. I think that kids would really love this. I also think adults would really love this, especially if you're nostalgic on the Addams Family. This really just made me nostalgic for the previous movies and just really loving these characters, and I just thought it was really a fun movie to watch. I really enjoyed it, dude. I thought all the characters are really cool here, man, and it has its strange sort of kooky sense of humor, but I think kids will really like it because of the bright colors and sort of the over-the-top characters. And I think, again, if you're an older adult that has enjoyed the Addams Family before, I think you're really going to dig this because, again, if you love the old-school Addams Family stuff, the characters are the exact same, just in animation form, but they're the same type of characters, man, and you definitely would enjoy it for nostalgia's sake. It was good, man. I really enjoyed it. Just like Gomez Adams says, you know, it's horrid and it's horrible, and I loved every second of it. I thought it was really fun, man. I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. Consider me a very happy man watching this one. Not bad, guys. And not bad over here, man. Some decent selection that they have. Let's see if they got anything else to show off. Alright, guys, we're over here in the new TV releases, and the only thing I'm seeing that's new is they have this Veep the Complete series for $99.99 on DVD. Now, last time they had the final season of Veep for $20, but they did not have the complete series set. So this is new to check out, man. And none of you guys really last week ended up saying anything about Veep, whether you really enjoyed it or liked it or knew much about it. So definitely let me know what you guys think, because again, I've told you guys last time that I really enjoy these type of political shows, whether it's sort of political comedy or drama stuff like The West Wing. I really enjoy that stuff. So this might be something I'm interested in, maybe checking out now that the series is done. But definitely let me know, guys. And not bad here at all. And actually interesting because this has 7 seasons of the show on DVD for $99.99. Now, this is $20. So if you think about 7 seasons of the show, $20 a piece, this is actually a pretty good deal, man. Not bad deal at all. If you guys are a fan of Veep, haven't picked any of it up yet, definitely do it. This looks kind of cool, man. Definitely worth checking out, man. Especially if you're a fan of the show or maybe a first timer, because I do really like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Definitely somebody who's a very, very funny chick. So this could be really cool, man. Includes all the seasons plus hours of bonus features. Not bad. Yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think of Veep. Other than that, that seems to be it. Nothing else really new here to check out. Some of the same old stuff, man. Not bad. All right. Pretty interesting here. A hell of a lot better than Walmart. All right. Let's head out. Okay, so I found out, guys. This is what I found out. I ended up calling the Walmart where I go to check out the out and about stuff for the week. And I called them just to kind of light a fire under their ass to kind of see whether they had any stock in the back. And they told me that they did not get any releases this week. They literally, their truck did not show up. So I guess that it wasn't a case of the employees being lazy, and I guess it wasn't a case of the third-party vendor not getting there, because he probably did. The fact that they just didn't get any stock in of any of the new releases, which is really shocking to me, guys. But I guess that, you know, they were just one of the unlucky ones. I hate to say it. But yeah, that's what's going on with Walmart there. So I did call, but they did not have any of the stock in, unfortunately. But here, they did have a lot of stock, man, and I am very happy for it too, man. We saw a lot of really great releases here. A couple of surprises that I was not expecting them to carry. Yeah, not bad here at Target. Definitely stepped up their game in a big bad way, and far, far better than Walmart indeed, guys. Very happy here with the trip over to Target. I hope you are as well. Let's head to the third and final location and see what we can find. Okay, so I told you guys that we were going to the third and final location. That's a little bit of a lie, because we are at another Walmart. I can't believe I'm going into another Walmart, guys. Oh God, I'm probably gonna get kicked out, but I want to see if more than one Walmart didn't get stock in. So wish me luck. Hopefully I won't get kicked out, and hopefully I'll survive. Let's go in and hopefully see if they got some stuff to check out this time. Well, look what we have here, guys. I guess not every Walmart, doesn't have stock. Some do. I gotta be quick about this because I think they're gonna cut my balls off. $27.96 for the 4K. The Blu-ray DVD digital is $19.96, but that has no slip, guys. They also have $17.96 for the DVD. Blu-ray DVD digital $22.96, and the DVD over here for $17.96 for Addams Family. Interesting, they do have that over here. They also have I See You for $12.96. They have The Night of Shadows for $9.96 with Jackie Chan. This is a new one. Martial Arts Fantasy Adventure. I think I heard about this one coming out. Pooh Songlin, a legendary demon hunter. Feast on Their Souls. Ah, nice. He's a kung fu demon hunter. Nice. Well, if anybody can kick their ass, Jackie Chan definitely can. Oh, that's cool. Night of Shadows, I got that. They also have, over here, they have Broken Swords, The Last in Line, DVD, and then Blu-ray DVD right here. That's a cool cover. The Frost Giants. Was this fucking Thor? Oh, it kind of looks cool. Medieval, action, fantasy. It looks kind of cool. Could be kind of cheap, though. They also have another Jack Hunter movie. Jack Hunter and the Star of Heaven. More Jack Hunter. Trying to be Indiana Jones, man. Can't do it. He's sort of the cheap rental version of Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying? They also have over here the Blu-ray digital of Black and Blue for $19.96, the DVD for $17.96. They also have the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, $14.96. Actually, both are $14.96? There's something wrong there, guys. They also have The Courier, the DVD for $12.96, and the Blu-ray digital for $14.96 here. And I got a chance to check this on Amazon Prime, and I really like this one, guys. Olga Kurylenko plays this sort of courier protecting this witness who's going to testify against Gary Oldman. And it's really good. The action's badass here. Gary Oldman's really sinister in it. Olga Kurylenko is badass. I thought this was really cool, guys. I really enjoyed this one quite a bit, man. Definitely get up on this one, man. I really like this one a lot, dude. It was really, really fun and badass, dude. And the action is killer. And then over here, I'm seeing some really cool, unique, like, steelbooks, guys, that I don't think we've seen anywhere else before. They have this sort of John Wick Chapter 3 steelbook. I know some of you guys have been asking me about this. Have I ever seen it at Walmart? This is the first time I've ever seen it. Look at this. This is a really cool steelbook, man. That's unique, dude. I really like that one quite a bit. They have that. They also have this Universal Monsters 6 movie collection limited steelbook. That's really cool too, man. That's a really great steelbook. Oh, they have that one over there. They have a Wizard of Oz 3D one, which is really cool. I like this one quite a bit. That's really nice. They got that. They've got some other ones I'm seeing. John Wick Chapter 2, the first John Wick, Justice League, one for the Goonies, which looks really cool, one for Gremlins, which is really nice. I like that one quite a bit. I like that one there. They got one for Pulp Fiction. That's a nice one. All around like 1996 or so. They got one for Apocalypse Now. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. That one, they got one for Train to Busan. Oh, that's really cool. They got that. They got one for Suicide Squad, the extended cut. I've never seen this steelbook before. This is nice. Look at this. I don't know if I'd ever want to watch the extended cut of Suicide Squad, but the steelbook's killer. That's nice. Batman vs. Superman, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, seen before, Children of the Corn. Some really cool ones here. Fight Club, which is really cool. I like that one for Fight Club a lot. The Wolf of Wall Street, Christine, Zombieland. Oh, this really cool one for E.T. I like that one a lot. Nice ones, guys. That's a really cool one. Well, some really cool stuff here, guys. Some really cool steelbooks, man. And I think I've avoided getting caught. Let's get out of here before they really kick my ass. So I apologize for being quick, guys. You know I'm usually not quick at these stores, but, well, first of all, I've been kicked out of this store before. That's first off, for filming. Secondly, the employee break room is like right over there. Like right over there. So employees are going back and forth constantly, and I'm filming and they're looking at me like I'm like public enemy number one. So I was like, had to be really quick about it. But I wanted to come into Walmart at least one more to show you guys what they had. And they had a decent selection over here, but the one I went to didn't get anything. Real shame, guys, but I'm really happy that I at least showed it off. So I tempted fate. I survived. Let's get the hell out of here and head to the next location. So guys, for shits and giggles, I went up to the electronics area and I asked one of the employees if they could get one of the management over and I asked them if it's possible for me to film at this location. I said, you know, I film at the other location. They're very gracious to let me film there, and, you know, just if one Walmart doesn't have something, the other does, and is it possible for me to film? And guess what their answer was? No. They were like, no, you cannot film at this location. It is prohibited. Walmart policy. Okay, they didn't say it like that, guys. But they pretty much are very, you know, hard-lined about not filming at all. No way, no how, there is no filming. So the fact that I was really quick in here, that's the reason why. Because, you know, it's really interesting because one Walmart will be really easygoing and nice and let you film in there and have no problem with you, and another one will literally almost castrate you because you are trying to film, and not even filming customers or employees, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm filming the Blu-rays. I'm filming the movies. But this is what happens, guys. This is why I really only go to that one Walmart location, because that's a great location. They're really nice to me, and the other ones are like, consider me the worst criminal in the world. So I don't agree with the policy. I really don't. I understand if somebody's filming and causing chaos and disrupting people and filming employees and customers, but that's not what I'm doing. So that's why I was really quick to film here, guys, so they just wouldn't be cutting off my testicles. So, yeah, I think it's a shame, guys, but I still wanted to come into a Walmart and try to show you guys if they had anything. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I came out alive. Glad I have the footage. Well, glad I at least went to one other Walmart to see what they had. Now, let's head to the third and final location and see what they have in store for us. All right, everybody, we are at our third and final location, the Beast, Best Buy. But before we do, I wanted to talk about a movie trailer with you guys. It looks really cool, actually, and that is Guns Akimbo. Yeah, man, that trailer, dude. Okay, so here's the thing about it, right? When I ended up hearing the name of the movie, I thought it sounded like some sort of like martial arts anime movie is what my initial thought was. And I was like, nah, I don't know, man. And then I decided, you know, I'm just going to look into this more and realize that that is so far from what the truth is at all. This is a really fascinating and interesting and entertaining as hell movie, or at least it looks like it, man. It's basically about this guy played by Daniel Radcliffe who, basically in a nutshell, this guy, he's forced to enter into this sort of tournament where he has to literally kill his opponent in order to survive. And if he doesn't, then he ends up dying and the other person ends up becoming free or moves on to the next part of the tournament or whatever. It's basically fight for survival. Win or die. That's what basically it is. And I think it looks balls out craziness, dude. I think it looks way ridiculous and over the top and all kinds of nuttiness, and it looks cool as hell, dude. It really honestly does, man. I gotta admit here, Daniel Radcliffe looks like he's having a hell of a time here, man. You know, a lot of people sort of at first kind of wrote Daniel Radcliffe off, man, after Harry Potter. They're like, well, it's children stuff, it's fantasy, that's all really Daniel Radcliffe can do. And I think Daniel Radcliffe has done such a great job in his career of getting away from that. And I think Guns Akimbo is another one of those great pieces where you can see him getting away from that image, and he's doing a great job of it. Also, Samara Weaving is in here, and as you guys know, I really love her in a lot of projects. That looks really cool that she's in here. On top of that, the movie looks like it's a combination of like Hardcore Henry, Smoking Aces, a couple other movies. It looks really dynamic. It looks balls out craziness. It looks like it's got some cool gore and blood in here. And it looks like the action is just sick as hell. It looks really cool, man. It really honestly does, dude. I mean, not many people are really talking about this trailer.
And I kind of feel it's going to be one of those movies that once it's released, I think that's when everybody is going to slowly watch it and sort of recommend it to people. But in the meantime, it's kind of flying under the radar a little bit. But definitely check out that trailer and let me know what you guys think of Guns Akimbo. I think it looks cool. I think it could be one of the best action movies of the year. I think it honestly could, but definitely give me your opinions, guys. In the meantime, let's head into the beast and see what Best Buy has in store for us this week.
All right, everybody, we are in at Best Buy here with this display for Zombieland Double Tap. Not bad, a small display, but pretty cool regardless. Not bad at all. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they had the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital of Zombieland Double Tap for $27.99. The Blu-ray DVD digital for $19.99. And sequels are really tough to do. And zombie sequels might be even tougher to do. Because the problem is, how do you do a good zombie sequel without sort of retreading what you've done before? You know what I mean? I think that's really the problem that zombie sequels have. But there's been a lot of really good zombie sequels, though. I mean, you look at Dawn of the Dead, which Dawn of the Dead, the George Romero version, is so far different than Night of the Living Dead ever could have been. You look at Day of the Dead, and Day of the Dead takes it and spins it into a unique and different way, and they go more of a darker route. You look at the George Romero zombie sequels in general, and he's always done something unique and different and interesting every chance. Yes, it's still zombies. Yes, it's still survivors trying to live in this world, but he's done found footage before. He's done dark underground military versus scientists. He's done the mall stuff. He's done some really interesting sort of movies based within the zombie genre. I mean, even though I don't really like Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2, I have to give it to Dead Snow, the second one, because I think it does something different with the movie, yet gives it that same vibe. With Zombieland Double Tap, I thought there was a lot of potential for a sequel. There really honestly was. There was a ton of potential for it. I mean, if you look back at the first film, things like Zombie Kill of the Week, and, you know, maybe there's other survivors in this world that they're going to be searching for. There's a lot of potential for a sequel. And I feel like a lot of that potential was not really utilized all that well in this movie, unfortunately. I think they could have done a lot better. How could they have done it better is everybody's different point of view. I mean, for me, maybe it would have been nice to focus on different characters other than this crew. And I think that's also the problem of them not doing a film for 10 years. Because in that time, in 10 years, actors change, chemistry changes. I think interest wanes a little bit because, you know, maybe for the first 3 to 5 years, I think people were really anticipating a sequel. And then they ended up doing this like pilot for a Zombieland TV show. Wasn't it on Amazon or something? I never got a chance to watch it, but from what I gather, it was the same characters but different actors. And that really turned a lot of people off. And not only that, but it wasn't that great of a pilot to begin with. And then they were fighting to get back the actors and do another movie. And I'm glad they all got together. It was a cool experiment for them to do, but I just don't think it worked as well as it could have worked. And I think that was the problem. I think some of the storyline was good. I think Woody Harrelson benefited the most out of the four of them. I think Abigail Breslin and Emma Stone got the short shaft in a big bad way here. And I just think the storyline and everything, especially with the hippies and everything, just felt, to me, it felt out of place. I just didn't like it, man. I love a good sequel. I love a good zombie sequel, but this is not that, man. I mean, let me know what are some really good zombie sequels out there that you guys think are really great. I will say this much. I am looking forward to other zombie sequels coming down the pike. I know they're doing a sequel to Train to Busan, which actually I am really curious to see how that one is. This one's not bad, but going with slightly lower expectations. And maybe if you watch Zombieland and Zombieland Double Tap back to back, maybe it wouldn't seem so jarring. But for me, it definitely was, guys. But it's still good, but there's a lot of zombie movies that are a hell of a lot better. And I kind of feel the zombie genre is kind of dying down anyways. It's not as popular as it used to be. So people aren't as interested in this genre as it once was. I think it needs to be sort of away for a while, and then people can appreciate it again. I think things like Walking Dead have kind of turned people sour to the whole zombies thing. I really do, guys. You get here extended bloopers and outtakes, alternate extended scenes, the doppelgangers, a day with Bill Murray, which, by the way, I felt the cameo with Bill Murray was wasted, dude. I really did. That's just my opinion, though. He was way better in the first film. The Rise of Zombieland, Rules of Making Zombie Film, Making Babylon, New Blood, and Filmmaker Commentary. I mean, there's really great special features here, but I felt like they were just trying to ape off of the first film. They were doing everything the first film did, and I think that was the problem. You needed to create your own identity for a sequel, yet make it somewhat similar. And I don't think they really did. I think they stuck to a lot of the same stuff as the first one. They needed to really kind of do something slightly more unique and interesting. That's just my take, but definitely let me know what you guys think. Now, I don't see any exclusive over here. Kind of shocked I'm not seeing anything, but maybe we'll find it somewhere else. It's possible. Let's hope, guys. In the meantime, let's see what else Best Buy's got. Alright, everybody, we are in the new release section over here at Best Buy, and the first thing I'm seeing is they do have that 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital exclusive steelbook for $32.99 right here. Look at that. That is sweet. That is very nice. Look at that steelbook. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of the movie, but this steelbook is killer. That's really a great steelbook, man. Nice. If you guys have that other Best Buy exclusive steelbook that they did for Zombieland, then this would complement that in a really nice way. Sweet. That looks really cool, man. Nice. Definitely worth it for all you Zombieland fans out there. Not bad at all, man. Not bad one bit. And with some great special features, $32.99 is not a bad price for that, man. I'm surprised they actually have quite a bit. Certain steelbooks go really fast and others not so much. I'm kind of surprised about this one, but I'm glad we definitely saw it, man. Damn glad. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot for $14.99. And let's talk about Kevin Smith for a second, shall we? Because here's really the issue with Kevin Smith. Now, when Kevin Smith in the 90s, when he really came out with that first movie, he really came up in the 90s with a lot of really interesting and big names. He came up with Quentin Tarantino, Spike Jonze, Wes Anderson, and a bunch of others, and they really changed the game as far as filmmaking is concerned. They really changed how filmmaking was done, because it was no longer about the auteurs of cinema, the Oliver Stones, the Francis Ford Coppolas. It was about guys who had done music videos, you know, guys who learned film school by just watching movies. And, you know, he had a great indie style to him that I think people really liked. And I remember just, again, the world just really catching on to him with Clerks, and how Clerks was such a huge phenomenon. And Kevin Smith has had his ups and downs in his career. You know, whether or not we're talking about, well, I love Mallrats. I think Mallrats is fucking awesome. But when it came out, it bombed big time. But, you know, he came back with things like I was gonna say Jersey Girl. No, Jersey Girl's shit. But I was gonna say things like Chasing Amy. That was really great. Dogma, which, if you look back, the controversy on Dogma was insane, dude. Especially for back then, dude. I mean, the controversy was insane, dude. Something you'd basically see nowadays, not then. But then, you know, he did Clerks 2. And I really love Clerks 2. I think Clerks 2 is phenomenal, man. I thought it was a really great send-off to the View Askew universe and to the characters that Kevin Smith built up. And he went off and did other things. He did, you know, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which Zack and Miri Make a Porno is not terrible. It's okay. I don't hate it. I kind of like it, but it's okay. He did Red State, which I actually kind of like Red State. I know some people don't like Red State. I actually kind of do. I think it's a good movie. But he did that, and some people got turned off by that. And then he did Tusk, which, by the way, I remember seeing Tusk in the movie theater with Bob, and we were just like, at the end of that movie, we were like, what the fuck did we just watch? Like, we knew we liked it. We just weren't sure what the hell we just witnessed. That was a very unique and interesting film. And then he's done other things, like, you know, he's done a lot of TV now, Flash and Supergirl and a lot of that stuff. He did Yoga Hosers, which oh man, God, Yoga Hosers is so terrible, dude. I may have to revisit it at some point, but I mean, I'm a Kevin Smith fan. I like Kevin Smith, but I feel like I like old school Kevin Smith more than I like new school Kevin Smith. I think once he started down the road of Jersey Girl, I think he went in a different world in his career, and I think that he's no longer the same filmmaker. I don't know whether it was the weight loss or whether him having the heart attack, or maybe it was before the heart attack. But he just feels like a filmmaker that's just redoing the same shit he did before. Or if he's doing new things, it's so far left field that I think people don't know quite what to make of it. I like his View Askew universe. I like the movies that he did there, but I feel like Kevin Smith is not as good of a filmmaker as he used to be. I think this film kind of proves it. It kind of proves that Kevin Smith was better back in the day. You look at this movie and you're like, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back was better. His View Askew universe movies were better. I don't know whether his humor has aged well, and he's trying to bring a different sort of culture type of humor to these characters, and I don't think it works, man. I think he used to have his producing partner, Scott Mosier, with him, and I think Scott Mosier used to be able to ground him very well. He no longer has that. I think there's a lot of elements that you could say that make him different from what he was, but I'm interested to still see what he's doing with his career, because I know he's going to be doing Clerks 3, but I have to admit I'm kind of terrified of Clerks 3, because I just don't know what I'm going to get out of Clerks 3, dude. Am I going to get the Clerks 2 Kevin Smith, which I thought was really brilliant, or am I going to get like Jersey Girl, Yoga Hosers, Jay and Silent Bob reboot Kevin Smith? I mean, I love that he wants to go back to these characters, and I love that he wants to revisit these people, but sometimes you just gotta let that shit go, man. I mean, I thought Clerks 2 was a great swan song, a great end to it, but doing movies like this just kind of waters it down a little bit. To see these characters, and to see him sort of turn these characters into like a complete and utter farce. Not that they weren't, but it's just not having the characters grow with the times. And that's an unfortunate thing, man. And I think that's what I really loved about something like Clerks 2 and this, is that he's grown with these characters over time, but something like this really just brings it back to sort of juvenile humor that maybe worked in the past but doesn't work now. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think. It's hard to nail it down, but Kevin Smith was better back in the day. I think so. Definitely let me know, guys. Oh, almost forgot. You have cast interviews, Kevin and Jay interview cast and crew, bloopers, and hair reel. That's interesting. He usually does an audio commentary, but not this time around. It's a shame. Give it a look if you're a fan of Jay and Silent Bob and a fan of the View Askew universe, but this is not the finest hour in that. At least that's my thought, guys. Then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital HD of Black and Blue for $19.99. Now, I want to talk about Tyrese Gibson for a second. I really honestly do, guys. Now, I like Tyrese Gibson in this movie. I think Tyrese Gibson is really cool in here. I like his dramatic chops in here. I like the action that he does. I think he's really good here. And genuinely, I like him as an actor. I like him in the Fast and the Furious movies playing Roman. I think he has a certain level of charisma to him and sort of a certain suaveness that I really like from him. But see, here's the problem with Tyrese Gibson, and I don't know whether you guys keep up with all this stuff or not. I do, but he had that whole Twitter beef with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He was basically shitting all over the guy, creating drama that wasn't even there, shitting on the spinoff that he did with Jason Statham. And I'm kind of like, why are you creating needless drama for the sake of needless drama? Why? What's the point? I mean, you know, other than you want people to shun you from Hollywood, because who the hell wants to work with somebody who is gonna get into a little Twitter beef with somebody over the tiniest little shit? I mean, come on, dude. You know, be more of a professional is what I would say. Be more of a professional, have a little bit more professionalism, and do that. Because when you're not a professional, why would anyone want to work with you, really? I mean, and I'm surprised he's still with the Fast and the Furious franchise, because after all of the shit that he's done, creating drama and stuff, I would have just cut him loose, dude. But he's still around. God bless Vin Diesel for keeping him around. You know, the whole thing about family. You know, we're about family. Well, family to me only goes a long way until you start doing some sort of beef shit that I ain't approving of. But he gets away with it. God bless the dude. But I mean, he's good in this movie. I liked him in certain movies like Baby Boy and other stuff. But he's got to stop that stupid beefing crap, dude. Because no one wants to see that shit. You know, watch what you say. Make some good movies and call it a day, man. That's it. But if you're a fan of Tyrese Gibson, definitely check this one out, because he is good in it. The same with Naomi Harris. She is great in this as well. She's really phenomenal here. You get Line of Fire, Be the Change, and The Big Easy, and Deleted Scenes. Not bad special features, and definitely a sort of good cop, bad cop movie. Definitely worth exploring, guys. I think so. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray DVD digital of Countdown for $22.99. And the more I was thinking about this movie, I have to ask the question. And the question is, have cell phones ruined horror movies? That's a really interesting question. And it's kind of a loaded question as well, because with the times, you realize that you have to put cell phones in there, because why wouldn't the character have a cell phone? But cell phones have really ruined certain horror movies, because sometimes I watch a horror movie and I think, why aren't they just calling somebody on their fucking cell phone? Oh, because the signal just happened to go out. I mean, come on, man. You know, or things like this where characters being stupid, having to put a sort of death app on their phone. Why? Because they just want to. There's just really no reason for it. I remember when I first saw cell phones in horror movies, and I remember seeing it with the first Scream, and Scream was phenomenal, and then I thought they used cell phones in a really clever way, but that was the early days of cell phone use. Nowadays, you know, cell phones can do everything, man. Cell phones, you know, can pretty much locate your position at the drop of a hat. They can literally order stuff for you. They can rearrange your life. They can do so much stuff for you. But I feel like with the convenience of cell phones, horror films have kind of taken a dive because of it. I remember back in the day, you know, characters having to use like the rotary phones, or it had to take time in order to see who was calling on the other line, and you know, somebody would be switching wires across and being like, well, it'll take 10 minutes to find out who it is, and the tension of that. Now there's really no more tension with cell phones in horror movies. There's really not. You just have to put cell phones in there because that's what's required, because it's these days. But I remember back in the day when that wasn't the case. And that's why I love a lot of old school horror movies, because they didn't have that, dude. They really didn't back in the day. I don't know. That's just my opinion, guys. I could be wrong. Definitely let me know what you think of like cell phone use in horror movies. have they ruined horror movies for you, or do you think they've gotten better with the advent of technology and putting these things in horror films? I go more old school, but some of you guys, man, might go new school. Definitely let me know, guys. But this movie is pure horror garbage, and then it needs to stay that way in a big bad way. It really is. So, yeah, God, you know, it's just really terrible. And this is the bottom of the tier of horror movies that came out last year. If you guys want to see a killer app kill people, congratulations to you. But I watched this once. It was an hour and a half. I ain't getting back, and I'm not watching it again. Put it that way, guys. Oh, geez, and here's the thing. There's not even any special features on this thing. Not a trailer, not a behind-the-scenes featurette, no commentary. Boy, that's how much confidence they have in this movie. They don't even want to talk about this motherfucker. Jesus, man. Yeah, stay very far away from this. If you're interested in the movie, $22.99. Wait until next Black Friday. You may find a good deal on it, and hopefully it'll be $5. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the DVD of Addams Family for $17.99, the Blu-ray DVD and digital for $22.99, and I gotta admit my love for this. And as I said, it's kind of a nostalgia thing, because I really do love the Addams Family. I remember seeing the old school show, like reruns of the 64 show back in the day, and really loving it, and really loving the characters of Gomez and Morticia and Fester and everything. And then what really got me into it was the Addams Family movies from the 90s with Raul Julia and Christopher Lloyd and Angelica Houston, Christina Ricci. They were such really great movies, man. They took the Addams Family sort of stuff from the 60s and updated it in a really unique way, but kept the same tone for the characters. I really love those ones. And I even have a little bit of fondness for that 1998 movie. I think it was like the Addams Family Reunion or something with Daryl Hannah and Tim Curry. They played Morticia and Gomez, and I kind of have an affinity for that, because I remember watching that. And even though I don't like it as much as the early 90s ones, I kind of have a soft spot for it. I really do. Definitely check that one out if you guys haven't watched that one, because it actually is pretty good. But honestly, though, where do you think they can go more with Addams Family? Do you think they can do another live-action movie? I would like to see them try another live-action film. I think that would be really great. And I always thought that Tim Burton would be a really great fit for a live-action Addams Family movie. I thought he really would. Maybe not now, but back in the day, I thought he really would. I would like to see them continue, whether it's a sequel to this or a live-action version. I would really love to see it, guys. Definitely let me know, what is your favorite Addams Family adaptation? Is it the 64 one? Is it the early 90s one? Is it that 1998 overlooked Addams Family Reunion one, which not many people talk about, but they definitely should. Definitely let me know what your guys' thoughts are, man. But you know what? This movie is so good. It really is fun. It's for kids. It's for adults. I love everybody. I even love Cousin It. Cousin It is so great, man. I love that dude. Oh, man. So good. And it just makes me want to watch the earlier 90s films. It really does. They get that warm nostalgia feeling. You get here, deleted and extended scenes, welcome to the family, charades with thing, life of a scene, Addams Family throwback, and more. Not bad. Not bad special features. Not bad at all, guys. Definitely give this one a chance, guys. If you're a fan of Addams Family and like sort of the kooky nature of this family and other films like it, definitely give this a chance, dude. It's actually really fun, man. I really highly recommend this one. Not bad. And not bad over here, guys. Not bad at all. Let's see what else they got. All right, everybody. We are over in this section of Best Buy. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Night of Shadows, the Blu-ray for $14.99 right here, and I'm glad I get to show this off a little bit more than when I did over at Walmart. Had to be very quick on that one, guys, but as I said at Walmart, it looked interesting, dude. The whole thing with, like, Demon Hunter and chasing demons and the martial arts angle. I really love when Jackie Chan does these sort of martial arts, sort of sci-fi horror sort of mashups. He very rarely does it, but I remember a while back watching that sci-fi movie he did, Bleeding Steel, and I really liked that one quite a bit. I thought that was really good, dude. I'd like to see him do more of this type of stuff, but I just got to give love to Jackie Chan, dude. I really do, because I can't say I love all of Jackie Chan's stuff, because I really don't. But I really do appreciate Jackie Chan just as like a martial artist, because he's a living legend. He's a movie legend. And this guy back in the day, dude, he used to be a madman. He used to do like all his own stunts, crazy, ridiculous, over-the-top stunts, death-defying stuff. Man, he used to do it all, man. And I'm pretty sure nowadays he doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore. I mean, he's getting older, his bones aren't what they used to be, he can't quite move the way he used to. You know, that's what old age does to you. But I mean, I'm still sure he kicks a lot of ass, dude. I really do. He's definitely one of the best ones. And there's a lot of people who have taken his lead and rolled with it. People like Jet Li and others that have kind of taken what he did and went further with it. But he was one of the originals by far, man. Gotta give love to him for sure, man. Definitely let me know if there's other sort of martial arts, sci-fi, horror sort of mashups that you guys would recommend, because this one does look really interesting, though. Definitely let me know, guys. And the only special feature here is a trailer. That's it. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, if you're a fan of Jackie Chan and have collected a lot of Jackie Chan's work, then $14.99, not a bad price, guys. Definitely let me know what you think of this movie. I saw a couple of reviews online and they weren't really pleasant, but I definitely want to hear from you guys, so definitely let me know about that one. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of The Courier for $14.99, and I'm really glad to be talking about this one here a little bit more than I got to over at Walmart. But as I said over at Walmart, I really did enjoy this movie, dude. I thought that the action here was really fantastic. I loved Gary Oldman here being the sinister sort of mob boss. I really liked Olga Kurylenko here being this sort of badass chick protecting the witness. I thought it was really surprisingly good. But, you know, when I was watching the movie, I kept thinking to myself, what really happened to Olga Kurylenko? And what I mean by that is, I mean, if you remember, the first time I ever saw her, at least, was in Max Payne and The Hitman. Not saying those are good movies, but I saw her in those, and I was like, wow, she's a really gorgeous, beautiful, seems like a really badass chick. Man, where did she come from? And I remember when she really got a lot of press was when she was actually cast in Quantum of Solace, that James Bond movie with Daniel Craig, and I remember that. And I remember how much sort of publicity and press she got, and how people were really excited about it. And then the movie came out and people really were shitting on the movie in a big bad way. They really did not like Quantum of Solace. And suddenly, like, her star that was on the rise suddenly started to fickle out. And it was a real shame because, you know, I really like Quantum of Solace. I really do. I think it's a pretty good movie. Yes, it's not Casino Royale, and I get that, but I thought it was really cool with the action. I thought Olga Kurylenko did a really great job as a Bond girl. I thought she did a great job in it. And then she did, you know, some high-profile stuff. She did that Tom Cruise movie, Oblivion, which I really liked. I thought Oblivion was actually really cool. I liked that one quite a bit. And she's done some other sort of projects here and there, but she mainly has not really gotten back to superstar status doing these big Hollywood movies. She does a lot of more smaller scale movies, stuff that's going straight to DVD and Blu-ray. And I really hope she gets another chance at Hollywood. As I've said before in previous Out and Abouts, it seems like certain actors, man, like, if you sort of fail a few times in Hollywood, Hollywood wants nothing more to do with you. And that's a real shame, dude. Olga Kurylenko, man, look at her work. She's a really cool, badass, capable chick, man, and I love those type of women. And I think she deserves another chance to really prove herself. I really do, man. Things like The Courier and her role in Oblivion, and even in Quantum of Solace, man, I thought she was very capable and really handled herself well. I mean, definitely let me know what you think of Olga Kurylenko, but, you know, I think she got sort of the short end of the stick and I'd like to see her do more work. I really do, because I thought she's badass, and she's definitely badass here, man. You get commentary and trailer gallery. Not bad, especially for $14.99. But if you guys are a fan of badass chicks, badass women, cool action, and just, you know, a cool sort of bike courier kicking some major ass, which there is actually a few in that type of genre, to be honest with you. There actually is a few now that I think about it. Definitely give this one a look, guys, because it's really cool. You're a fan of Kirilenko or Oldman, I think this is worth giving it a chance, dude. I really do. I really thought it was really awesome, and surprisingly so. I wasn't expecting much, but definitely a recommend, man. Not bad. All right, and not bad overall at Best Buy in general, man. Definitely a highlight. All right, let's head out. Not bad here at Best Buy, guys. Not bad at all. We had some good selection and variety. A cool exclusive for Zombieland Double Tap. Interesting display. Pretty darn good. We started the video on sort of a low note, and we got a little bit higher as the day went on. Not bad, but it's always interesting when you do the out and about. You guys know that anything can happen, and this week definitely proves it, guys. Not bad overall, and some pretty good variety and some pretty good titles out this week. Not bad, not too bad for an out and about adventure. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Let's head home and finish the video. All right, everybody. That'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week, and god damn, it was a wild ride, guys. It really honestly was, and that just really goes to show you that I really don't know what's going to happen on these out and about adventures until I'm at that first store and I'm seeing what it looks like and just going from there, man. And I was actually really worried for a while because I'm like, okay, if Walmart doesn't have anything, what is Target gonna have? What is Best Buy gonna have? I really honestly didn't know, man. Thankfully, I was proven wrong. We still got to see a lot of really great physical media out there. A lot of really great titles came out this week. But it's just hitting that first store, hitting Walmart, and realizing that nothing was there that really shocked me, man. And even talking to the guy on the phone, realizing that they didn't get any stock in of any of the new releases. Like, they just, out of all of the Walmarts, got the short end of the stick. I mean, that's craziness. That's like random out of 1,000 the one time that happens. That's really ridiculous. But it did, man. I'm just hoping that next week it sort of course corrects itself and they sort of get back to getting some of the newer releases. But wow, man, that was craziness. I was not expecting that at all, man. So, I mean, I did my best, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the crazy wild ride that there was, because it was really wild. But, like I said, man, there was a lot of great movies that came out this week. Hopefully you guys picked up something good. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, wow, guys, I got a lot of packages to talk about. So, let's get into it with the first package that I got, and that is from Diabolic DVD right here, guys. Now, this is actually 2 Scream Factory titles. Now, it's 2 titles that I was on the fence about for a really long time, whether I wanted to upgrade them in the collection or not. And I sort of decided against it for a while. And the reason why I finally picked these ones up is because a lot of those early Scream Factory titles that came out years ago, now a lot of them are going out of print. A lot of them are now. Their licensing deals ended up, expiring, and a lot of these are just going the way of the dinosaur now. So I was like, if I don't pick these up now, I'm going to have to go on eBay, and I'm going to have to try to, somehow pay ridiculous prices that I don't want to pay. So I'm like, you know what, let me try to get it off of Diabolic. Thankfully, they had it, which is great. One is a collector's edition that I used to have on DVD that I'm now upgrading. Another one is just a regular Blu-ray release, but both are really cool science fiction horror movies that I've been wanting to upgrade for a while. I've just been back and forth, but now that the urgency is there of me having to pick them up because they're going out of print, I definitely wanted to get them. So I'm finally happy to have these in the collection, and happy that Diabolic had them for good prices before I go on eBay and have to pay the ridiculous prices that I definitely did not want to do. So definitely happy about this one, guys. And speaking of Shout Factory, I got a package in the mail from Shout Factory. This is actually from Shout Select, and it's a dark comedy that I remember watching a long time ago and really loving the hell out of this one. It has some really great sort of movie stars in it for the time. Some were really well known, some were up and coming. It was a really, really great mix of actors. It's a really great dark comedy that I don't think really gets a lot of love. I mean, mind you, I've never had it in the collection before, and I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember really loving it. It was so awesome. So I'm really glad to have it in the collection finally, guys. So the Shout Select title, worth having. I also got a package in the mail from Mondo Macabro, guys. Yes, another Mondo Macabro special that I got in the mail. This was a pre-order from a couple months ago that finally shipped out, and this is a really interesting title because, you know, I really love Mondo Macabro, what they do with these sort of unknown titles, because you never know what you're going to get from them. They always put out really unique and interesting titles that sort of are forgotten, that they try to bring back into the consumer consciousness. And this is one of those ones where when they announced it, it was like, okay, this is like this gritty exploitation, sexual, like revenge thriller type of movie with one of the stars from Dallas. And I'm thinking to myself, really? I've never heard of this movie before, but it's one that really intrigued me and I definitely wanted to pick it up. So I pulled the trigger on it and I can't wait to check this one out, guys. I always love Mondo Macabro, so I'm dying to check this one out, see how good it is. Then, to top it all off, guys, I bought a Blu-ray over at Best Buy, guys. This is a really great movie that I bought. Really great action, great sort of revenge thriller type of movie that I really, really like. And I just think it's got a kick-ass female in it, and I really love it. So for me, this one was definitely worth the buy. I think that this movie deserves more love, and hopefully people will definitely find it. I'm happy to put it in the collection, guys. So I got this. I got Mondo Macabro, Shout Select, and a couple of Scream Factories. 5 titles for the week, guys. Yeah, quite a bit of good stuff that I got. Very well worth it to put it in the collection, which I will be doing soon, but you guys will not get to find out exactly what I got until my Blu-ray pickup video, which will drop next month. It will show off all the releases that I got for January, and there's some cool collector's editions, limited editions, retro titles from the 80s and the 90s. Some really great stuff, man. It's not going to be a huge haul, but it's going to have some really good variety, guys. So I think you guys are really going to like it. On top of a lot of other videos that are hitting on the channel really soon, whether we're talking more movie reviews. I will be putting out the November Blu-ray pickup video. I know it's late, guys, and I do understand that, but better late than never. So I definitely am going to be putting that out soon on top of the December pickups, which will be coming soon after that as well. A lot of time dedicated to a lot of things, but I'm starting to catch myself up again, so definitely look out for those videos, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD out and about videos, Blu-ray pickup videos, movie hunting, theatrical movie reviews, and much more. If you love movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I really want to thank you guys. I want to thank my subscribers so much. You guys are really awesome, being extremely supportive, giving me great feedback, and really supporting the channel. And I can't thank you guys enough. I say it pretty much in almost all the videos, but it really is true. You guys are some of the best subscribers out there. You're loyal to the very end, and I hope that I hope I do your loyalty justice. I really hope I do. So thank you so much, guys. And before I let you guys go, I wanted to talk about a quick article that I saw on Facebook recently. And it's one that I really wanted to sort of give a shout out to. Now, this is a really interesting article to talk about. It says, Universal Warner Brothers to form DVD joint venture as disc sales keep dwindling. Very interesting here. So it says Universal and Warner Brothers, facing the continued deterioration of physical disc sales, want to pool their DVD distribution businesses under a major new deal. The studios announced that Universal and Warner's entered into a pact to form a new joint venture to distribute DVDs and Blu-rays in North America for new releases, library titles, and TV content for up to 10 years. Now, they do say that this is expected to be operational around the first quarter of next year. Now, on top of all this, they did end up giving a little bit of a reality to the whole thing. This move comes amid the long, slow decline of physical disc sales, which show no signs of reversing, and the ascendancy of streaming video. Sales of DVDs in the U.S. fell 9.4% in 2019 to 5.9 billion, down from about 9 billion in the U.S. in 2011, according to trade group DEG, the Digital Entertainment Group. Okay, now they did say this. According to Universal and Warner Brothers, the tie-up on the DVD sides of their houses will help both of them gain operational efficiencies and be able to better respond to evolving customer demand, which is also very interesting. They hope to distribute Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K through 2031. So they're, again, they are really looking at the long game here, guys, for sure. And they did have a little bit to say here. They said, as the home entertainment landscape evolves, we are continuously working to deliver the best entertainment range and value to our fans. The physical business is still an important and active category for the industry. This proposed joint venture with Universal gives us the best opportunity to foster innovation in the business, optimize the physical offerings, and extend the lifespan of the format for our fans and consumers. It's interesting here. You're kind of looking at the article, and it's interesting because I've seen two sides of the argument. One side of the argument says that this is bad for physical media, that it means that if Universal and Warner Brothers are coming together for a joint venture, then they realize that it's a really dying brand and that they have to come together in order to revitalize this, because if it's just by themselves, then it's not going to support it, that they need to come together in order to actually keep it going. There's other people who say that this is a strong thing that they're doing, that it's great that they're combining their efforts into physical media, the fact that they're going to do this up to 10 years, the fact that we're going to get some great library titles, we're going to get a lot of great new releases, that they're all going to pool their resources together to give us some really great additions out there in the marketplace. And that they're fighting against Disney, because Disney now is such a juggernaut with the Fox titles and everything like that, and the streaming services, that you really need these companies, these entertainment groups, these distribution places to really come together to fight Disney, because Disney is like this big, huge Galactus cloud entity where it's just swallowing up things. And it's nice to see these companies really coming together and realizing that physical media is still incredibly important, that it's actually something that people still are invested in and want to buy, and that they want to combine their resources to put out the best possible product. And that can't be a bad thing. Yes, physical media has slowly went down. I think they said, 5.9 billion. But guys, I'm sorry, maybe you guys disagree with me, but 5.9 billion, that's a lot of sales, okay? And I think it's the sales because people are still interested in physical media. Yes, streaming services are on the rise, but we've talked about streaming services. We've talked about how streaming services are not the most reliable, how these movies vanish off of the platform. A lot of titles don't even end up on streaming services. I have so many titles, guys. You have no idea how many of these titles will never hit a streaming service. Absolutely not. I want to support physical media. I see this as a good sign that these companies want to come together and keep the format alive. I don't think that's a bad thing, guys. I think it's a really positive thing that really needs to be supported. I really honestly do. So I see this as a positivity. Some people see it as a negative, but I see it as a positive. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this. Do you see it in the positive light or the negative light? With DVD sales and Blu-ray sales dwindling, it's nice to see some of this stuff out there in the marketplace, that you see these companies really wanting to put positivity out there. And I really hope it is successful. I really hope so, guys. So definitely let me know what you guys think about that. But in the meantime, guys, I think physical media is sticking around for a long time, and I'm going to be there for all of the good and bad times, for sure, guys. And I hope you guys will stick with me. With that being said, guys, I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.